Coconut water, no added sugar, and she has 17 different chemicals. Shit.
Sounds right.
And I like it. I'm not saying anything.
On the subject.
The different structure approach, right? Shit. For life and comfort.
You're going.
No, that stuff existed. And they talked about underground stuff in the Denver airport.
It didn't go fast enough. I was trying.
I know.
Welcome to the spiritual Smackdown of I'm Not a Guru, where the sage wisdom meets side-eye skepticism.
Side-eye skepticism?
Who would that be?
Yeah, well, not me.
Not me. And you know, we can battle it out for your soul. I'm Brooke Bills, an occasional referee with Dan Langley to ask the woo-woo questions and call it what the hells.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. I am eager to have a spiritual smackdown with you.
Yeah, it's go time. It is a little different, but the whole thing is that we've done a couple podcasts and we're still learning how to do this and kind of finding our rhythm. But a challenge that we have to overcome, obviously, is me speaking. And number two is
words are hard, right?
Words are hard.
And nowhere all the time as we started, as we're talking while we're doing surgery, it's like to try to translate what we're thinking about in our mind and how that come out of our mouth. It's hard. It's very hard. Words are hard.
I feel like that we debate a lot just naturally at lunch, but the purpose of this entire segment is focusing. And I figure, knowing that you're a boob man, if this doesn't work, there might be another thing.
Yeah, look.
Our goal is for Dan to answer in 30 seconds. At least debate in 30 seconds.
That is a challenge. Oh, so thus, that is why we've been fully strapped with a self-correcting device. We got a shot collar right here.
Can I get the controller?
Here we go. So
can I try it?
Well, yeah, you can try.
Okay, hang on. I'm not touched this yet.
Oh, you can touch it. Yeah.
Wait. So there's like extra shock and like
you can really either one of those shock ones.
But it wants to see when you go over 30 seconds.
Yeah. You can do it, but you can do it whenever you feel like you need to redirect the animal.
I feel like you are very brave to allow this. There's a
I do need redirection many times because my mind, instead of being somewhat linear, it does kind of nexus out into all sorts of bird walks.
Well, it's not bird walks. It's just your mind moves that fast. It's kind of hard for everyone to keep up.
Yeah, and so a gentle or a abrupt redirection might be exactly what we need here.
Well, I think we're going to try to regularly try this spiritual shocking.
I like it.
And we'll try to keep...
It will allow me to try to be a little bit more concise.
I'll let you do me. I'll let you shock me every once in a while.
Okay,
not today. Today I'll work out the
I may give you a good year, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I figured that without going down like TikTok and things that you've tried, I just pull up a couple subjects.
Sure.
And we can debate whether or not we think it's, real.
Debate or discuss, whatever you want to do. Depends on what attitude you're in. Do you want to be like, very, was it confrontational about it? Or do you want to be, hey, I'm here. Let's do this.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about mouth taping.
Mouth taping?
Yeah, it's just straight. What? I'm just saying that.
I got a shock collar, gonna tape my mouth shut. That's like, I would be then your perfect best friend, right?
I'm trying not to push this button right now.
I'm not being distracted.
No.
So mouth taping. Okay, let's talk about that.
Because I feel as though there's a lot of information that's out there on all social media that is very helpful, and some of it's complete BS.
The mouth taping is mouth taping.
Tape works the best, and I saw a lot of improved benefits. I slept better. Some other reported benefits of it are you actually improve the release of nitric oxide. You help stimulate your parasympathetic activity. You get more relaxed, more calm.
Okay, what do you think? Okay, so is there a question there?
Yes, so the mouth taping.
Okay, yes.
You have people that like lean into it and they think it's amazing because it gives them a better chin.
Ooh.
Or because they have sleep apnea and they have to breathe through their nose.
Breathing is also important.
So do you think that taping your mouth gives you better sleep quality?
Yes, I do.
You say yes to everything? Why you say
so what? Who cares? I'm a yes man. Excuse me. I'm a yes man. So.
Yes, you are.
No, but what I think about So most people are breathe through their mouth, and the better way to get more energy and or more oxygen and more nitrous oxide production is breathing through your nose.
Right.
So if you can't breathe through your mouth because it's tape, then you're forced to breathe through your nose. And so thus you get nitric oxide production, you get vasodilation of your blood vessels, you get better flow, better energy flow through your body. So yes, I would say mouth taping, it's a yes. And now I've tried mouth taping going, okay, pause. Restart this in 30 seconds. Restart the 30
No! Oh, shit!
Okay, good.
So, go ahead, go back. You have another 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just 30 more seconds.
Okay. And so I forgot what I was going to say. So I'm printing it out forward. I tried it, but it doesn't work because of my beard. So I wish I could mouth tape. So I use breathe right strips instead. So
And that helps you.
it does, but I still kind of breathe through my mouth because I know my nose is gigantic.
You
it
have
still
a
doesn't
film.
breathe through. I'm a little caterpillar right here that kind of blocks some of the flow there. So yes, I like it. Mouth taping.
Well,
Breathe right.
I was going in slowly because there's some absurd type things out on the internet.
Okay, let's hear 'em.
And whether it's pro or con, I'm going to talk about whether being, vegetarian
Oh.
or not
Mhm.
is the best. Like, there's a lot of people out there that are very adamant,
Yes.
and then there's a lot of people who are questioning the protein intake
Sure.
or other things.
Yeah.
Like
I would
me.
say I do tend to be bandwagon E, and so when
You caught me on the road.
you were shocked.
I was.
So when ideas come up, whether it be paleo or vegetarian, I need to try them for myself. And so I said, I want to try this. And so I have done vegetarian for about 2-3 years, and I really liked the way my mind was, but it kind of felt like my body was kind of breaking down a little bit. And I've done kind of more carnivore type stuff.
I didn't push it yet. Go ahead.
And so I think for me it would probably be a mix of fresh grass-fed beef and organically raised chicken, fish, etc., with a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables.
I think balance. I think that's an amazing way to do it.
It gets shot.
You get that. It's a good one, and I can really physical. And I
know,
can
it is.
understand.
So for each person, I would say it's an individual thing.
It is an individual.
But try all sorts of different things.
But also, people are out there to make a buck, and they make this terrible vegan food with.
Oh, that's a whole other question.
Yeah.
The imitation
Yeah.
meat, it's terrorist. So you're absolutely right. I do agree that eat a whole food diet or a fresh food diet or real food diet, just real food. And artificial meat. Yeah. Look at this. The difference is I have coconut water. That's it. Coconut water, no added sugar, and she has 17 different chemicals.
Shit! We're gonna make fun of me again. How violating the rules? How violating the rules?
It makes my ear twitch.
Okay, moving on.
Yes.
How about the cosmic solar panel of your bottom?
Oh, like sunbathing your bum?
Yes. What the hell?
Well, I would say that I've done it many times,
Tom, girl.
and I like it.
You would.
I do like it. It's kind of like invigorating. Now, I've not done, other than that, trying out a couple times and feel like it has energized me. I've not done much more research on it. I have been a little put off by some of the claims to, don't try it at all. You would get sun cancer. It's like, that's ridiculous. It's like, somehow if you're going to tan your anus for 5 minutes, that you're increasing your risk of sun cancer. That makes me think that they're trying to lead you away from something that's free, that energizes you, for under the fear that, you might get bum cancer. I mean, I think it's ridiculous. But I would say try it out.
Try it out. For confused neighbors and burnt booty holes.
Or just live your life in fear. Okay.
It's not fear. I'm just trying to understand the concept behind,
You don't think your neighbors have seen your boobies or your buns? They probably have, and who cares if they see it again? That's my point. It's like I called my attorney one time when this question came up, because that's what you got to do when you have questions of legality. And I asked, hey, can I walk around in my house naked with the windows open? He said, yeah, of course, it's your own house. I said, well, what happens if somebody looks in my window? I said, they shouldn't be looking in your window unless they want to show. So I don't care now. It's like I'm showing all my stuff, man.
Well, so let's go back to this booty hole sun situation.
Yes,
Do you feel revitalized after?
I do. Well, also if you tan if you get solar energy from the greatest source of energy, in our known, reality, and you get it on your private parts, your little kibbles and bits, then it does kind of reinvigorate you. That's why it's like if you can take off as much clothes as you feel comfortable. I try this. Let's just. Would you say that getting vitamin D or sunlight is an important thing?
Yes, that your skin is the largest organ. So whether or not it's showing your butthole or not, I don't think that it.
And I agree with that. I'm not saying, oh my gosh, you need to suntan your butthole because it's better than any other place. I'd say that if you want to just try an extra exhilaration, then tan your moon. And
That's an extra exhilaration.
yes. So I'd say just try it. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, then again, I want to make sure that people feel comfortable in their own skin. But somehow we've been made to feel shame about our body. And so why not go outside naked? Right? And just get some sunlight.
I am not against
get some sunlight on your private part.
I am not. You can be naked in public. You can be naked in the backyard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand the direct correlation between the social media aspect of actually putting your butthole in the air and sunning it and what it does.
Well, it's kind of like, guys wearing shot collars on podcasts. It's mainly to kind of gain attention. So people think that, being naked is somehow sinful or shameful or anything like that, then why not just say, hey, here's a new way to kind of get your vitamin D. How about you go out and tan your chocolate starfish?
Oh my gosh. I can't. Okay, I'm going to go ahead.
Hey, just give it a shot and see if you're like, I don't really like it. Kind of like you. It's like, I don't really dig vegetarianism. So cool, at least you tried it for you.
But I have to say that I definitely, my body yearns for some protein meat-wise.
Yeah.
But I don't eat a ton of it. And so that's not a problem at all.
Good. I think experimenting with your body, and to your point, I think earlier, is we're going to be inundated with all sorts of different ideas and people trying to either sell us something or at least get us to believe in their version of reality. And that's okay. We should try those out and say, okay, this works for me. Because some of them do. It's like, wow, this really worked for me. Thank you for sharing this experience. Other times they'll say, I tried that. It didn't work for me very much.
I just wonder how many people actually try it.
I don't know, but it's like, it's another thing, like other things that are kind of pretty radical, but there is lots of evidence and even many books written about things, but like, drinking your own urine.
I'm not even. Have you?
Have I what?
Drank your own urine?
I have tried my own urine, yes. I didn't really enjoy it. Yeah, on purpose. Of course on purpose. Well, I guess accidentally. I guess when I changed my son's diapers, he got some wee in my mouth.
And it just sparked an interest?
Yeah.
It's all over social media. What is the basis of that? What would it help? Survival, maybe? I would maybe if I was trying to survive on an island out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, they say that there's lots of your own body stem cells in that. So, and I'm sure that there's lots of people that, again, it's either vegetarianism, oh, it's terrible, don't do that. Or paleo, oh, don't do that. Or carnivore, oh, don't do that. There's always going to be somebody who says, I disagree with that. And sometimes vehemently disagree with that, right? I'm just simply saying that when I would like to live in a world where someone says, I never thought about that before. And that's the whole purpose of, kind of some of these discussions here is that I may come up with a crazy idea or somebody may say, crazy idea, like the earth is flat or that NASA is real.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not saying these things.
All the subject.
I'm just simply saying when somebody has an idea, we say, I never thought about that before. As opposed to saying, that's terrible, that's crazy, that's silly. And we'll find that if we're honest with ourselves and we're willing to investigate each person's perspective, we'll probably find more truth than we do falsities or delusions. And that's all I'm saying. So when someone says, hey, drink your own pee, it's good for you. You may say, and part of that, is...
I'm just trying to understand what if it's stem cells, people are doing NAD, they're doing all kinds of treatment where they can have it.
Which is interesting. They say, hey, inject a crazy chemical into your body, and they don't think twice about it. But they say, hey, drink your own urine. Like, oh my God, I would never do that. And I'm just simply saying, be skeptical and ask questions. That's all. And so, the fifth agreement.
That's definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely ask questions. I definitely research. I appreciate everything that you tell me. And I'm kind of like, where's.
Not some friends, adult friends even, that pick their nose and eat. Now, I'm not down with that. Now, there may be some health reasons for that. Or it's just a carryover from when they were 4. I don't know. But I do poke fun at my friends who do that because it's like,
I love my friends that sun their butthole and drink their own.
I guess different strokes for different folks. So I may have a slight aversion to picking my nose and eating it. as opposed to just throwing it away. And other people may have an aversion to sunning their bum and drinking their own pee. Now, like I said, I've done those things, but it doesn't say I do them all the time. Some person may say that they have an aversion to the plunge pools, and I get that because it's kind of shocking.
I'm not shocked. And that is also subject.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to try.
The shocker, so thank you.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
I'm
trying to be nice. We're just getting going.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's going to be much more stuff that's wrong. And I'm trying to figure out the right little pattern. Okay. But I don't care about plunging. I think that's revitalizing and it's good. And it's kind of funny that someone that does a plunge pool, we were just out of the country and in the regular pool with all of our friends and we're swimming and we're having a good time. You were freezing.
I wasn't freezing. I was chilly. And to note that, I was just noting my body temperature. And so, I was like, hey, I'd like to go in a hot tub. That's okay. And then once I'm in the hot tub, like, man, I like to go back in the plunge pool. So it's like a contrast. You should feel kind of,
It is. Well, whenever we flew in, you were in Denver last week and I was, but we weren't there at the same time. So I was walking through the Denver airport. Of course, TikTok and all these different social media starts talking about like how it's known for being Illuminati. Do you know anything about the Denver airport?
Ooh, other than that giant devil horse that they have out the front, or demon horse that they have out there.
Yeah, red eyes.
I've not done too much research on that. I've heard that there are some nefarious things going on there, but again, most artists are not most, but some artists are provocative, and so if they want to have, and so if they change the horse's eyes to black or white or something, but I'm sure some fundamentalists said, oh my gosh, the horse has devil eyes. And so it's like, it started a whole trend after that. So I don't know much about that. What did you discover?
I just figured, I was going to bring it up to you because if anyone thought that there might be something behind it, if you look at like the artwork there and up on like everything is a little bit more demonic. I would say creepy.
Yeah.
And not that some is not cool, but I thought with you going through the airport and
I didn't notice. I remember maybe the previous time I was there, or when we were going out there skiing, I kind of dove into that rabbit hole a little bit and then was kind of like, it didn't really resonate with me as far as it didn't explore. I'm sure that there's all sorts of they say there's underground passages at the Denver airport and things like that. So, when it depends what type of mood I'm in, but if you want to go deep as far as child sex trafficking and things like that.
We're not talking about that. We're keeping this lighthearted.
so I could say, hey, I want to try to maintain a positive atmosphere. And so we talk about all the dark stuff. I'm not here to really, to embellish the dark that's in reality because I'm trying to be the light. So it's like,
and you're shining bright.
Yeah, shine.
You're shining. Your bottom.
Yeah. My bottom is glowing. My bottom is glowing.
Your beverages
it's supercharged.
So
my bum is solar powered.
I know, right?
Here are the Teslas, right? It's like. Yeah. I got a super pooper.
So the one thing that I don't think you can try unless you want to shock me again, the vabbing. Have you heard of vabbing? This is
vabbing. Vabbing with a V or E?
V. Vabbing.
I've not heard of that. I probably have an opinion about it, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it's the new trend, and this is the word that they use. Using your own vaginal secretions as perfume, and you vab it on your wrist.
How could I do that?
I'm joking around. There's the one thing you can't do.
Okay. Oh, the one thing you can't do.
Yeah, otherwise you're already doing all kinds of things.
Well, so why do you think that could be scientifically possible?
I knew you would go here. I'm like the pheromone and that sort of thing. But the reason I bring that up is in Denver, I feel like everyone was vabbing. It's terrible.
Oh, no.
And it was like, that's interesting.
So how would you describe that aroma?
A little, not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup.
So like chamomile or like chai tea.
Yeah.
That type of tea.
The number one thing that people are TikToking and saying it's like a confidence placebo for people. And they're getting drinks bought for them. So this is what's really funny. The all natural people that are going on, they're saying, this is not drink for me.
Excuse me. I can understand that idea that using your own body's pheromones as opposed to some type of synthetic, pheromone. Until you mentioned it, I hadn't heard of it, but I would say, wow, I've not experienced somebody who said, hey, I vabbed or whatever, vabbing. And so what do you think about this?
Do you know vabbing or bathing? Oh, I don't know.
But to that point, it's like, okay, intuitively it makes sense. But I just don't know much about that. So I would say, some people, they say that if you don't wear deodorant for maybe like a week and get through that funky part of a week, that
false. You can still smell it. It doesn't matter if it's been a week or two.
Well, maybe they just get nose blind to themselves. And so if they don't smell themselves, then it's like they say that they don't smell bad at all. But I haven't tried that out myself either. So, but I would say that anything that you can do to get away from like petrochemicals and like synthetic, fragrances and things like that, I think that would only be beneficial for you. And so if you have to go through, a couple weeks of smelling like tuna fish or stuff like that, I would smell like all the onions or whatnot because you're not wearing any deodorant. I said, what's the harm in trying that? I'm sure your friends would probably tell you, it's like, damn girl, you vaping? It's like we need some massive guilt. Or Sam's Eve, right?
No,
I like some strawberries and cream.
I think I met a lot of great people in Denver, and they were all there there's so many different conferences going on, and there was definitely a different type of aura with a certain fragrance. So I'm okay, I'm trying to.
So it's like when you turn on the infrared cameras and you can see people like passing gas and things like that. So you can see them like invading pheromones.
And honestly, if you can't smell it, so be it. I mean, so be it.
Well, it's like I said, there are many people who like different fragrances, and so some people like odoriferous or malodorous scents, right?
Right.
And so some people like bad smells. Some people buy farts on the internet, right? And so, right? Or they buy used panties, or they buy dirty socks. And so, who am I to say that? Oh, that's gross. It's like somebody say, "Wow, this is really good." Some people like moldy cheese, right? Moldy cheese. Yeah. Some people love to like squeeze the stuff out of their ears and smell it. Right? It's like the different strokes for different folks, right? Ah, shit! Okay, you got it. I don't know again. Too long?
No, I don't have a timer in my head, and I get so wrapped up in your conversation, so I stay focused on it. Come back. That'll be both hilarious. Well, maybe everyone laughed and learned and levitated with all of your insight.
Those are the questions you have for me?
That's the only thing I have. What else do you have?
I don't know. I thought you were going to come heavy hitting.
There's no heavy hitting. I was just trying this out and trying to figure out, we're trying to learn here. Like, legit, what's real, what's not, what you're down for, what you will not do.
Yeah, and isn't that as our last segment was right there, talking about, there's 8 billion different people on the planet.
Right.
And so you're going to probably have 8 billion different perspectives. And so the false dichotomy of duality that says like this is right and this is wrong, I think that's just nonsense. That keeps us kind of trapped and fighting against each other, because some people will say, oh, if somebody doesn't think like me, then they're the enemy, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if we just simply say, wow, someone thinks differently than me, that's pretty fucking cool, right? Yeah. To say, how can I now live my life, experience reality through a different set of eyes, a different set of ears, different taste buds, different nose just to smell, and different body to sense with? What a fucking remarkable opportunity for us to start to think that way, like a collaborative way. I think that'd be super cool. But we have to recognize that there are sources out there that don't want us to do that. They don't want us to be intimate with each other in a way that we can understand each other more. They say, oh, no, this is the right way to do it. This is the right way to think about things. This is the right way to feel about things. This is the right way to speak about things. And I just kind of feel a little rebellious spirit to try to buck against that a little bit. And so I think having conversations where we shock and talk about, buttholes and bathing or whatnot, I'll go research that right now and see.
You're gonna try it.
Well, it doesn't. They might start. Think about this.
Samantha.
Like I said, some people. How many different cheeses are there? Right? There's cheeses that are that have maggots in them, right? That rotting cheese, literal rotting cheese with maggots in that people should pay, thousands of dollars for this type of cheese, right?
Yeah.
Well, one might say it's disgusting, but if you're trying to live a enriched or a full life, then if you only smell a certain bandwidth of fragrances, right? If you only smell the good fragrances and kind of, I'm not going to go away from that stuff, then you're kind of missing out on the full spectrum of what your nose has to offer you. If you only live your life in comfort, you're going. Then you're missing out.
You're so strong.
Then you're missing out on the other aspect of that discomfort has to offer you.
I can't. Look at you. You see?
I've been domesticated.
I'm not trying to investigate. I do not want you to be any more.
No, but that's good because it reminds me that, hey, I can talk about these things for hours.
Well, I think that we can learn from it, both of us. We need more practice.
I think so.
This goal is to, kind of be funny and have a good time and not think twice about it and worry about every question that's out there and what we're trying to.
Yeah, we're trying something new here. It's like, I've been a successful ophthalmologist for 20 years. You've been a successful CEO for 20 years. And so this is something that we've not really done before. We got a great team. We got a great facility to do this in. And so we're like novices, right?
We are.
And so we're brand new babies. And so sometimes we're going to shit our pants. Some episodes are going to be good. Some episodes not so good. But, as long as we're having fun, as long as we're kind of speaking from our heart, then, and offering this opportunity for people to do the same, to say, look, just be who you are, and resonate how you, want to present yourself in the world, and people will gravitate towards you. It's challenging when you try to not be yourself or try to conform to something that you're not. Then you draw people that don't really resonate with you. And so why not just be who you are and find people that kind of support that option. So just us doing that here, talking about things that, sometimes are controversial, that they get people to say, whoa, I wouldn't think about that. It's like, good. Well, now that you are, now you'll think, well, I watched this YouTube video. These people were talking about, vabbing and selling farce on the internet. And I didn't even know that stuff existed. And they talked about underground stuff in the Denver airport.
It didn't go fast enough. I was trying.
I know. You're hitting the wrong button.
I like our tribe. Our tribe is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care if we have 1 follower or 15. We can keep just doing what we do. If you have to start selling your farts or underwear, it's okay as well. But
if I made $1 million by selling my farts.
Well, hopefully we stay focused better.
Yeah, we'll learn what kind of vibes with us best, and as we talked about earlier, kind of reading off the teleprompter, doing the things like that. It's like sometimes that's just not our jam. It's kind of finding a natural flow where you can kind of give and take, or we just give relentlessly, give because I got diarrhea in the brain or whatnot. Then we'll find a thing that works best for us. Yeah.
Fair enough. You can take us out then.
Let's say yes. Thank you for joining another shocking episode of I'm Not a Guru. And so, again, we would just like to invite you to come visit with us each time we have a presentation. Just talk about things that make you go, things that make you go, and so we can kind of find the best way to live our life and find happiness and fulfillment. So we'll join us next time, and maybe we'll be shocking, or maybe we'll have some other kind of different gimmick to keep your attention. This definitely kept my attention. It kept me on the right track. So thank you very much.